These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hey weirdos, I'm Ash.
And I'm Alaina.
And this is Morbid.
Part 2, guys.
A true crime podcast.
It's finally here. The conclusion of Karla, Homolka, and Paul Bernardo.
I am so ready for this to be over.
I think a lot of people are.
I'm like glad that we're doing it, glad it's out there, ready to be over it.
Yeah, this is a rough one. Like, a real rough one.
Yeah.
But we're going to get through it together, guys. And we don't really have a whole lot of business to take care of today.
No business.
We're going to thank our patronuses in my mini-sode, which will be coming out in a couple days as well. But we do want to mention our sponsors.
This is a paid ad by BetterHelp. I happen to be somebody that struggles with people pleasing. So a lot of times I will build things up and up and up and up and up and then kind of get to the point where I'm like, I need to let this out to this person. Even in 2026, that stigma and just stigma in general can get in the way of a lot of things, like getting support for your mental health. Maybe you've encouraged friends to consider therapy while avoiding taking that first step yourself because you're busy. You're worried about what other people might think or telling yourself that you should handle this all alone. But therapy with BetterHelp, the world's largest online therapy platform, can be a space to slow down and talk through what's been building before it feels unmanageable. Just take a short questionnaire to identify your needs and preferences, and BetterHelp will handle the initial therapist matching work for you. Their industry-leading match rate means BetterHelp typically gets it right the first time. Feel confident knowing BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully qualified. Don't let hesitation hold you back. Find support with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/morbid. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/morbid. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Guys, just like we're trying to give you discounted stuff, so like just take it, okay?
Just take it.
Take it.
So I think that concludes our business portion of the introduction.
No, I'd rather this whole episode just be business instead of Paul and Karla.
It's just going to be business. The whole thing. No, unfortunately, this is Karla, Homolka, and Paul Bernardo. And I would like to start this out by saying that I just recently found out that Paul Bernardo has the douchiest voice I have ever heard. I hadn't heard it until I was researching part 2. And he literally talks like this, but in a Canadian accent. And it's great.
Would like to point out that I am not surprised by this news at all.
Nobody should be.
Because his face looks like he should talk that way.
Yeah, his face matches his voice so well. Like, it's one of those things that if you heard his voice, you'd be like, I know what he looks like. You know how that doesn't always happen?
Did you say that he looked like a washed up member of the Backstreet Boys?
Yes. He looks like as if one of the Backstreet Boys drowned in a river and then got hit by a Mack truck, but somehow survived it all and then just came on stage.
I love that. I love that so much.
After not sleeping for like 72 hours.
Wow.
That's what he looks like.
Oh, and getting frosted tips.
And getting frosted, just in between everything. He just got his tips frosted.
Just, you know, in between all of that, frost your tips.
And threw some mousse in that gross hair of his.
Ew.
So just to set everybody off, to like feel good for a second about how stupid Paul's voice is, I'm going to play you a little clip just so you can hear it. Because I feel like everybody should hear it. This isn't a gross clip. He's just being a douche to police detectives in his prison interview, so there's really no context here. It's just him being douchey, but his voice is just too good to not play. So without further ado, Paul Bernardo.
Before Karla was released, I told him I'd be willing to take a polygraph on anything and everything. Would you, in turn, are you going to go down before you release Karla? Just to ask her. She's not going to take it. She's going to fail on all these issues. Did her hand cause death? Yes, it did. Blah, blah, blah. Did this happen in July? Was a girl in January actually kidnapped and got somebody picked up at a bar like she tried to roll over? And all these other issues. All relevant. And so, and then I addressed it to you guys when you came back again. Last year I said, yeah, I'll take a polygraph on anything because I'm not telling why on the thing. Again, I asked the question, have you guys gone down and, I know Karla's free now. I'm not in the business of putting her in jail. It's not my thing. But my point was, did you ask her the question? Just so we get the story straight. I mean, if she refuses, well, there's a reason why she's refusing.
Oh my god, why is he talking so fucking fast?
I mean, he's like, wait, I got a lot to say here. I got to talk about polygraphs. I got to talk about Karla. I'm talking about polygraphs with Karla.
Literally, he just spoke so fast I barely even heard what he was saying.
Well, and at one point he goes, I'm not in the business of putting Karla in jail. That's your job. That's not my job. It's like, what, dude?
Like, what?
What's happening, Paul? Like, what's going on? And he's,
yeah, that stressed me out on a galactic level.
He's a big old douchey half-dead Backstreet Boy. That's what he is.
He's a zombie of a Backstreet Boy.
That's literally what he is. So when we last left you off, and again, this is going to be super gnarly, and if you do not like listening to descriptions of people being sexually assaulted and raped, this might not be for you. But if you want to hang around still, I will let you know when it's going to get kind of yucky. So
guys, remember, I will say, hey!
And I'll say, it's going to get gnarly, guys. Let's jump into this. So when we last left off, Paul and Karla had raped and killed her 15-year-old sister, Tammy. And then they had that special video called the Fireside Chat, where they talked about how great it was and how Karla loved it, and she loved watching it, and she loved taping it. And then she pretended to be Tammy, and they made a sex tape. So
Weird.
things were weird, man. And it's only going to get weirder from here. So
I don't want that.
So about a month after Tammy's death on February 1st, 1991, Paul and Karla moved in together.
Oh, goody.
They got a place in Port Dalhousie, Ontario. Isn't that nice? They got a new place.
That actually does sound like a really cute place.
And at this point, Karla's parents were clearly, I mean, again, this is only a month after Tammy died. So her parents are deeply mourning because, you know,
Yeah.
that's what at least partially normal human beings do when they lose a loved one. Not Karla, though. Karla was actually very annoyed with her father in particular, who was taking Tammy's death exceptionally hard. We know this because Karla wrote a letter to her friend explaining just how annoyed she was at her parents for mourning the daughter she and Paul murdered. Want to hear the letter?
I don't, but yes.
And just so you know, Karla talks like this. She talks like
Of course
that,
she
so I'm
does.
going to read it in her voice, okay?
No. I don't want it.
Fuck my parents. They're being so stupid, only thinking of themselves. My father doesn't even want us to have a wedding anymore. He thinks we should just go to City Hall. Screw that. We're having a good time. If he wants to sit at home and be miserable, he's welcome to. He hasn't worked except for one day since Tammy died. He's wallowing in his own misery and fucking me over. It sounds awful on paper, parentheses, but I know you'll see what I'm really saying, end parentheses. Tammy always said last year that she wanted a forest green Porsche for her 16th birthday. Now my dad keeps saying I would have bought it for her if I'd only known. That's bull. If he really felt like that, he'd be paying for my wedding because I could die tomorrow or next year or whenever. He's such a liar.
Wow. I don't even know
scene.
what to do with all of that. I feel so many types of
basically,
ways.
Karla's like, wow, my dad's such an asshole for not wanting me to get married a month after my sister.
A month after I killed my sister.
Yeah, like how dare him? How dare him not be just like up and running and having
Like,
fun?
what the fuck?
I mean, it's Karla's wedding, guys.
Oh.
Time to stop mourning the brutal death of your preteen daughter and start focusing on place settings and shit.
I
What are
bet
you guys
that
doing?
wedding smelled bad.
Oh, it smelled so bad.
Yeah, there was a lot of Aquanet in that wedding.
There's so much mousse involved in this couple that
There's so much,
nothing can
like
be
when
good.
they hug, you can hear their hair crinkling together.
Oh yeah,
Like
you can hear them coming because they just crunch everywhere they go.
literally.
just crunchy.
Is it autumn? No, that's Paul and Karla.
No, that's fun. Is that a whole season coming? No, that's
No,
just
it's Paul and Karla.
Don't worry about it. It's an easy mistake to make.
Duh.
So you know, lucky for Karla, the wedding planning continued because grief be damned.
Oh yeah, fuck grief.
Yeah, fuck grief. Meanwhile, Paul was still being sketchy and selling cigarettes over the border illegally with his friend Van Smyrnis.
That's
Yes,
not
that is a
his
real person.
name.
That is a real person.
No, it's not. Van
Smyrnis.
Smyrnis. Like I'm trying to come up with something that rhymes with furnace, but I can't. Furnace Smyrnis. My name's Van.
But like, if Van Smyrnis came up to you and you were like, "What do you do for a living?" and he was like, "I sell cigarettes illegally over the border," I'd be like, "Yeah,
"Yup.
you do.
Yup.
You sure do, Van Smyrnis." Like
He'd
it
be
would.
like-
I'd be like, "Yeah."
Also, that's not your real name. Bye. Get out of
So
here.
yeah, him and Van, they got a whole thing going together, a whole smuggling business going together.
Unreal.
And all the while, Paul and Karla are still making like sex tapes with Karla dressing, talking, and acting like Tammy.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I hate
No
that,
one
in
likes
fact.
that.
No one likes that.
No one
But
likes
I
that.
really don't like it.
I'm not a fan of it. I don't like talking about it or thinking about it, but it happened a lot. So unfortunately, it's part of this. Now, weirdly enough, at this point, the rapes in Scarborough ceased, and a new string of sexual assaults and rapes began in St. Catherine, which was closer to where Paul and Karla were now.
Oh, that's weird.
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a weird coincidence.
Super weird.
Just thought I'd bring it up. Now, this brings us to the night of June 15th, 1991. Paul was driving around looking to steal some license plates for his smuggling business. You know.
We're so in unison tonight. We
really
keep saying the same things.
So perfect. It's just regular middle of the night shit. Well, while he was out looking to get felonious, he spotted 14-year-old Leslie Mahaffy.
Oh, no.
He spotted her in front of her house. Leslie had attended a wake for her friend who had passed away suddenly earlier that day. And she had stayed with her friends until very late, and that's when Paul spotted her. It was around 2 a.m. Now, her friends had brought her home. When she got to the front door, she realized that her side door was locked. She said she was sure that another door would be open, so she had her friends leave. She was like, don't worry about it, I'll get in the house.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, there was no unlocked way in because she had missed her curfew, and her parents were trying to teach her a lesson.
Oh, my God, no. No, that's the most horrible thing I've ever heard in my life.
I know. I keep thinking about those parents because it's like,
how do you even... Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's like real bad. So
wow, that's horrific.
It really is. So she was trying to wake her parents up to let her in when Paul approached her and asked if she wanted a cigarette. Now...
He just came up to her, like, outside of her house?
Yeah.
I'd be like, no, fucking Lance Bass, I don't.
No, if some dude pulled up on me at 2 a.m. while I was locked out of my house and said literally anything to me, I would be screaming and causing a huge ruckus.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming her in any way.
No.
Well, and unfortunately, Leslie was only 14. So she wasn't exactly privy to how, like, fucked up the world is yet. But when she got closer to his car, Paul attacked her, wrapping a sweater around her face to blindfold her, threw her into the car, and drove her back to the home that he shared with Karla.
My God, that's horrific.
Now, things are going to get a little gnarly. I'm not going to go, like, crazy detail or anything, so don't worry.
Please
But
don't.
just the whole idea of it is not fun at all, so just be aware. Again, Leslie's only 14. Let's all remember that. Like, that's
not
like
remember it.
baby. I mean, like, 14 is baby.
Can't.
So Leslie was held hostage in Karla and Paul's... I almost called him Brad.
He
kinda
looks like a Brad.
I don't know.
He looks like the Brads and Chads of
Right?
the world, and I'm sorry if your name is Brad or
Well,
Chad,
they're very
but I'm
boy
not
band
that sorry.
names, so it just kind of makes sense. She was held hostage for 24 hours in their house, while Paul and Karla repeatedly raped, tortured, and humiliated her.
Ew.
The entire thing was filmed on Paul's infamous camcorder. The entire thing. The only thing not filmed was Leslie's unfortunate end. Now, it's theorized that she was murdered due to her blindfold slipping off, and that theory holds up because Karla, even though Karla's a total liar and lies about everything, she did say that the reason Leslie was murdered was because her blindfold slipped off and she could identify them. That was... So, I mean, I'm assuming that does have a little bit to do with it. I also think they just wanted to
it
kill
does
someone.
make sense.
But Karla...
Well, they already did, and they felt what it was like, so...
Well, and Karla said that, like, Paul's ultimate thing was he wanted to have, like, he wanted to get these teenage girls and keep them for a while. He didn't want to just let them go or kill them. He wanted to keep them for a while as, like, sex slaves. That was, like, his ultimate fantasy.
What the fuck is wrong with
So
people?
I wonder if he was thinking, like, he could... I think his whole thing, and this is just me theorizing here, that he could, like, break them in and make them, you know, like, Stockholm Syndrome
Like a
them
cult.
into staying. And I think he really tried to do that with Kristen French, who's the next victim we'll talk about, but we'll get to that in a second. So Leslie was murdered. So the day after the blindfold slipped, Bernardo claimed that Homolka fed her a lethal dose of halcyon, but Karla claims instead that Bernardo strangled her. Either way.
Was there any, like, ligature marks?
Well, you'll see why that doesn't really matter. The pair put her in the basement after they murdered her. And the reason they put her in the basement of their home was that later that day, all of Karla's family joined them at their house for a Father's Day dinner.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Right above Leslie's dead, battered body, lying in the basement, they had a Father's Day dinner.
Psychopaths are so fucking scary. Like,
these two are
holy fuck.
bonkers. So they ate dinner and made small talk with her entire clan while a body was in the basement. And also, after they, like, brutalized and murdered this young girl, they just showered and got dressed. And, like, got ready for dinner.
And, like, we're excited to, like, see their family, probably.
Yeah, and we're like, cool, we're gonna have dinner. Like,
I'm, like, thinking about what I do to get ready for a family gathering. Like, what?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Now,
I hate that so much.
After the family left, Paul went down to the basement, and he dismembered Leslie's body with a circular saw. And then the pair encased the pieces in cement.
Oh, I heard about that.
And then both of them dumped her remains in Lake Gibson.
Oh my God.
Now, a little more than 2 weeks later, Paul and Karla got married. How exciting.
Beautiful.
What a union.
So in the wedding picture, they had already killed Tammy and Kristen.
They had 2 weeks before that, they had already killed Leslie and Tammy. Yeah. Kristen, they haven't got yet. They had a very expensive, very fancy ceremony at Niagara on the lake. She wore a big, ugly, expensive dress and had baby's breath in her hair.
So fucking ugly.
Oh, yeah. He looked stupid as hell, and his sideburns were like half sideburns. Which, like, why can't you just commit to sideburns or not? It just bothered me.
That's stupid.
They even had a horse-drawn carriage because their romance was such a fucking fairy tale.
Wow, that's horrific.
Yeah, the whole thing was a whole fairy tale. Karla described it as a fairy tale. But to me, the only fairy tale that they even slightly resemble is, like, Hansel and Gretel if the witch was a couple of sadistic rapists with a buttload of halothane and a video camera, and the kids being lured to the candy house were teenage girls just minding their own damn business.
Literally.
So basically the same thing, right? Total fairy tale.
Except totally different.
Total fairy tale. So now this part's insane to me. The same day of their wedding, while Karla and Paul were exchanging vows and playfully pushing cake into each other's stupid faces,
what happened?
Leslie's remains were uncovered by a couple of fishermen.
Oh, the same fucking day as their wedding?
Yes, on their wedding day.
Holy fuck.
Literally, while they were getting married, Leslie's remains were being found.
That's so fucked.
Isn't that insane?
And, like, crazy symbolic.
That's like the universe, man.
Yeah. That's like the universe being like, go fuck yourself.
Like, I don't even know what more to say. It's just like, damn, that's the universe.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know what the universe is saying, but it's saying something.
It's saying something. So, you know, they lived at such a happy, delicious, delightful, romantic life. And then on April 19th, 1992, Paul and Karla decided to go out driving in search of another sex slave for Paul.
Oh, God.
Because that's what you do when you get married.
Yeah, that's how they spent their honeymoon, right?
Totally. Absolutely. They parked in a church parking lot and just waited like the predators that they are. Like, come on. You just park in a church parking lot? What are you?
Jesus is watching, bitch.
Yeah. Jesus is watching, bitch. This is when 15-year-old Kristen French walked through the parking lot on her way home from school. She had long brown hair. She was dressed in a school uniform. They were both, Leslie and Kristen were both, like, beautiful. They were just yeah. According to many reports, Karla suggested to Paul, what about her? And Paul was super into it. And Paul was also super into Kristen. And we'll see this because she gets held the longest alive.
Oh, really?
The way Karla talks about her, you can tell that Paul had more of had taken a liking to her, and it bothered Karla.
Oh.
Yeah. So Karla called out to Kristen for help with directions, and she even held out a map for authenticity.
Oh my God, what a fucking cunt.
Right. When Kristen approached the passenger side to talk to her, Paul came up behind her, blindfolded her, and threw her into the car.
In broad daylight?
Oh yeah, in broad daylight. Karla held her hair while Paul held a knife to her to keep her in the car.
Oh my God.
People were around when this happened. Like, people saw it.
Yeah.
People fucking suck. Like, don't ever expect people to help you. Because people just saw this and it just happened. Kristen's parents reported her missing immediately because she was just coming home from school and she was a reliable, good kid. So when she didn't come home, they were like, whoa, something's wrong. Like, immediately. This is when all the witnesses came forward and said they saw the abduction. Unfortunately, One woman who didn't exactly have a subscription to Autoplanet thought she knew exactly what the car was, but she was very wrong.
Oh, no.
She told police that the car that abducted Kristen was a beige Camaro. What sucks is that it was actually a gold Nissan that Paul drove.
Wow, she was really overestimating his fucking wallet.
Right? And
It's a Camaro.
It's
They're
a
like,
Camaro.
it's a Nissan.
It's a Nissan, not the same thing. And so this was what ended up hindering the investigation a lot, because billboards were put up and shit that had a beige Camaro as the car everyone was supposed to be looking for.
Oh, shit.
Because when Kristen French was abducted, it was like everywhere. I mean, this was just, they literally had billboards up with that car on it being like, this is who abducted Kristen French. So
were they connecting it at
they
all
did
to
start to
Leslie?
connect it, and they started calling it the schoolgirl murders at the end of
Right.
it. They didn't connect it until later, though.
Okay.
So Paul and Karla were just floating around with no suspicion at all in their fucking beige Nissan, or their gold Nissan.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kristen was held captive in their home for 3 full days.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a long time if you actually think about that.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. And she endured the same kind of torture that Leslie Mahaffy endured. They took turns holding the video camera while she was repeatedly raped, beaten, humiliated. Paul forced Kristen to say that she loved him many times, which to me says he was a
He had
little
a
more
weird thing for her.
infatuated. Yeah. This is pretty awful. So just, it's
No.
not, this isn't like graphic, it's just an awful thought. He also forced her to watch her parents on television pleading for her safe return.
No, I literally hate that.
Right?
Why? Like, what the fuck is wrong with
That
you?
just ruined me. I hate that.
I
Like,
hope somebody slams his head into a concrete
she
wall
had to literally
repeatedly.
watch her father like begging for someone to bring her back, because her parents were like desperate to get her back, obviously.
What is wrong with you?
And like whenever I hear about something like this where a victim was kept for like days on end, I always immediately, this is going to sound weird, but I think about the nighttime. Like, what were nights like for Kristen?
Yeah, no, I totally
Right?
get that.
Like, was she just staying awake and wondering what the hell was going to happen next, or wondering what her family was doing?
Or, like, I bet she tried to get away.
Yeah, and like, did she pass out from exhaustion at any point? Like, did she dream if she passed out? Like, I know it's kind of like deep and shit, but seriously, it always hits me that nighttime must be the worst
Fucking
time in those
horrible.
situations. I don't know. I just think about it. I'm like, what do you do during the night? I mean, Paul and Karla obviously slept, so that just leaves Kristen alone to just like exist and wonder what's happening.
Did they, like, chain her up or something?
They did, yeah. She was chained up for the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Kristen was really smart, though. She figured if she just went along with everything they wanted, that they would not punish her too badly or maybe even let her go eventually. So she tried to be very compliant, which is smart because, you know, you never know. Like,
Exactly.
so it was smart of her to do that instead of just, you know, it's like, sure, you want to like push back and fight, but that doesn't always equal
You have to
a
read
happy
the room.
ending. Yeah, exactly. You have to read the room. Unfortunately, on April 19th, after 3 days, Kristen French was murdered by Paul and Karla.
Why did they say they murdered her?
Well, Kristen's, that's the thing, that they both kind of blame each other, so neither one of them has a definitive
actual
answer.
story.
Yeah. Kristen's entire ordeal was captured on camera like Leslie and Tammy, but they, again, failed to capture the moment of death on film, so it was the same kind of thing. Karla
Right.
does say in one of her interviews that they killed Kristen because she said she had to go back to work, and she said she didn't want this girl just in their house alone during the day because she was afraid she would escape. Mm-hmm. So she said she looked at Paul and said something needs to be done about her.
Wow.
And she says it like very nonchalantly, like, yeah, I didn't want her in my house in case she escaped, so we had to just kill her. And it's like, oh, okay.
And what does Paul say?
Paul, I didn't see a lot about what he said about the Kristen French thing. I think, but he blames Karla. He says that Karla gave her a lethal dose of halothane. He always says that and he maintains I did everything. He's like, I am on film. I did everything. Like, I will fully admit to everything I did.
Well, you have to, so.
You're like, yeah, you have to, bitch.
You can't really deny that.
But he always says that Karla was the one who killed them.
That's interesting.
Like,
What do you
that's
think?
his one thing. I kind of think, because I almost think that it is Karla.
Yeah, because
Who
she
did
was,
it?
like, super jealous.
because she was super jealous, and I think she's super dangerous. I mean, he's obviously absurdly dangerous, but I think he did want to keep them around.
Yeah.
Not out of the goodness of his heart. He wanted to keep them around so he could rape them for months on end.
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted this to end after 3 days.
But do you think that he would have killed them eventually? If he had done this whole operation by himself? Like, take Karla out of it? I think he would have killed the ones he thought he couldn't break. Okay.
But the ones he thought he could break, I think he would have kept around. And I think he would have kept Kristen around not because he thought he could break her, but because he liked her.
Yeah.
Because apparently, I read something that said he wanted to be like a rap artist at one point.
Shut the fuck up.
Which, I mean, like, makes so much sense. It's not even funny. Like, can't you just see him wanting to be a rap artist?
Yes.
Yeah. And he even made some, like, music.
No.
Yep.
Where can I find it?
I went looking for it. I'm going to keep looking, but I don't think he released any EPs.
My God.
But he did, at one time, Karla said that he brought Kristen into, like, his little music studio and showed her some of his music.
That's so fucking weird.
So he seems like he was very, like...
infatuated.
Yeah, like, he was just acting very strangely casual with her.
Yeah, that is strange. Can you imagine if somebody kidnapped you and was, like, really, really fucking horrible to you and then was like, hey, check out my fucking mixtape?
Exactly. It's like, what? I'd be like, no.
Excuse me, what?
And I think that's what Kristen, she was like, dude, no. Like, I don't care about your rap
Yeah,
tape.
like thank you, but no.
Thank you, goodbye.
Wait, did you say Karla said that Kristen didn't like the music?
Yeah, she said Karla was, like, not into it. And it's like, no shit, she wasn't into it.
Are you kidding?
Of course she wasn't caring about your beats.
She's like, wow, hot drop on that one.
Yeah, like, really? Do you think she has, like, any kind of mindset right now to care about your music career?
Yeah. She's like, I gotta go, actually.
Like, that's what's wrong with these two fucking people. It's like, and Karla says it like, oh yeah, and she wasn't impressed. Like, oh, I'm sorry that she wasn't impressed. Seriously? Oh, it's just unbelievable. So
Karla's a fucktard.
She is. It's insane. Now, again, Paul claims that Karla killed her. And he says that she killed her while he was out getting dinner for the three of them. He says I wasn't even there. Exactly. Karla testified that she stood in the room and watched while Paul strangled Kristen with an electrical cord.
Huh.
And I did hear her interview where she says that, but she's such a bullshitter.
I don't really believe
that.
But
she is such a bullshitter. But it happened. So Paul and Karla left her where she laid while they showered, dressed, and then headed off to enjoy Easter dinner with the Homolkas.
It was Easter?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why do they do these things on holidays?
I was just it's insanely interesting that they seem to murder these people right before having dinner with Karla's family. Every time.
It's like a weird stress reliever. Like,
I feel like it's like intentional.
Yeah.
Like she like literally got off on
she
the fact
like
that
gets
she
a
would
high
kill
on
someone
it.
right before having dinner with her family.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Like I feel like that is what it's so odd.
I didn't mean like stress reliever, but like, do you know what I'm saying?
No, like in their minds,
yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, we have to have dinner with the in-laws.
Yeah, like what?
Better go kill someone.
That's horrific.
I could see them thinking that, to be honest, because they're so fucked up. Now they went and had dinner with her family, and then they came home. They washed Kristen's body. They cut off all her hair.
Why?
And dumped her naked less than a kilometer from the place where Leslie Mahaffy was buried.
Why'd they cut all her hair off?
They wanted to disguise her, like so people couldn't immediately recognize her.
Oh.
Now, it's important to note again that Kristen was hailed for her bravery and quick thinking to leave because she left behind clues. Her shoe was found at the scene of the abduction, and they said that they think that was on purpose. They also said she tore off a section of the map that Karla was holding and left it at the scene.
Oh, wow.
Because it was forensically tested later, and they think that she did it on purpose.
Makes sense.
So this is when things got really bad between Karla and Paul.
Okay.
He started beating her pretty severely every day, according to her.
Well, maybe he was mad that she killed Kristen.
Honestly, it's like all of this kind of adds
It
up
does
to
make
this,
sense.
like, infatuation
In a
with
horrible,
Kristen.
horrible way.
It really does. Now, on May 12th, Paul was brought in by police because they were acting on a tip that he was an aggressive asshole. And once again, they dismissed him as a prime suspect in what was now being called the schoolgirl murders.
Uh-huh.
Because Leslie's remains were exhumed, and the medical examiners found bruises and injuries on the back of her that had similarities to the blunt force injuries on Kristen French's body.
Uh-huh.
Because again, they were like raped and beaten. These girls were put through hell. Now, this is the first time that the police did connect these two murders when they exhumed Leslie's body. Niagara Regional Police worked with the Halton Regional Police, and they established a task force to conduct the investigation into the two crimes at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So on July 21st, a reenactment of Kristen French's abduction was shown on TV because they wanted to see if anybody jog more memories.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna
did
say.
you see this? The reenactment generated thousands of tips, but they didn't really get any solid leads out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So on January 6th, 1993, Karla was admitted to St. Catherine's General Hospital after Paul had beat her viciously with a flashlight.
Oh, damn.
Now, the photos of this are insane.
Yeah.
Like, she has two of the blackest eyes I have ever seen and is covered in bruises.
Wow.
So that is legit. He was arrested and charged with assault with a weapon and then released on bail.
Oh, interesting.
Right? This is when the family of Karla finally convinced her to leave him. She moved back in with them, and this is when things started to unravel.
Oh, no.
The Niagara police became involved in the domestic situation, and so they brought Karla in for questioning about it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they were already beginning to suspect that Paul had been involved in the Scarborough rapist crimes because, remember, he had been taken in and questioned about them before, but they
Right.
let him go. So I think they kind of put their radars up like, if he's capable of this, then let's investigate the connection further.
Right.
So a month later, the Center of Forensic Sciences finally matched his DNA that he gave willingly, I think a couple years before that.
Yeah, years.
Finally matched it with that of the Scarborough rapist.
No way.
Yep. So this is when police put Paul under surveillance and tapped his phone.
Oh, damn.
Now, when Karla was questioned by police, it was by the two detectives that were leading the Leslie Mahaffy and Kristen French murder investigation. They were not asking her about the murders. They were asking her about, the domestic assault stuff.
Uh-huh.
But everyone knew who these two detectives were because they were all over the news. Because these murders were everywhere. They were huge.
Did Karla
So
know?
these detectives, well, that's the thing. So Karla knew who these dudes were.
Oh, well, that was
And so she freaked the fuck. Well, they did it to kind of put a point out there, like, we know what you're doing, but we're not gonna.
Oh, okay.
Like,
so
they
it was
kind of
kinda
did it
smart.
to, yeah. So Karla freaked the fuck out and refused to talk because she assumed they knew everything. But then she went to her uncle and spilled her guts. She claimed they both did everything, but that Paul was abusing and manipulating her into it the whole time.
Uh-huh.
She then told him that Paul was the Scarborough rapist.
Oh, my God.
So then Karla got a lawyer, George Walker, and she confessed everything to this lawyer, but she did it with always framing herself as the innocent victim just being forced into it.
Right.
Like, I didn't do this on my own free will. I did it because I was being abused.
Ew.
So she agreed to testify against Paul on the condition of being granted immunity from prosecution. The Attorney General for Ontario would not agree to immunity, thank God.
Yeah, seriously.
But was willing to consider a reduced sentence, which at the time made sense, but later bites them in the butt so hard.
When they get all the fucking video footage.
So she was offered 2 12-year, I've heard 10-year or 12-year, and I couldn't figure out exactly which one it was. I'll say 2 10-year sentences, which she could serve at the same time, which means she wouldn't serve 20 years, she would serve 10. 2 10-year
So that
sentences.
doesn't even make any sense.
And she would serve those for the murders of Leslie and Kristen, and another 2 years would be added on for Tammy's murder.
That's it?
Yes. Because they were still referring to that as like an accidental death. Oh.
Like, what?
And she would get the chance at parole after just 3 years. Now,
was fucking Robert Kardashian her fucking
it's
lawyer?
because she was saying she will sing like a bird and tell them everything.
That's unreal.
Now, this deal is officially known as the deal with the devil, and
yeah,
it makes sense now, but it'll make even more sense when it totally unravels. So on February 17th, Paul was arrested for the murders of Leslie and Kristen and the Scarborough rapes. This is when they got the warrant for their home as well, and they found a journal that Paul kept, which detailed every single one of his crimes because he is a big, creepy fuckhead.
Ew.
Yep. Along with the journal, they also found a bunch of, like, what they referred to as deviant sexual books, a hunting knife, handcuffs, and a video of Paul and Karla engaged in sexual activity with 2 unidentified young women.
Oh my god.
Karla was clearly a willing participant in both of these encounters. Now, these are the 2 that I believe the Jane Doe.
Oh, okay.
She was clearly a willing participant in them. She said, the police said in the video, she is smiling, happy, relaxed. She had painted herself as this, I was beaten and manipulated into it, but she was having a blast. And the video clearly showed differently.
Shows it.
Now, she did admit to the police that one of the girls in the video had been drugged and was later unaware that she had been raped.
Okay.
Because she found that out later.
Oh, no.
At this point, they didn't find the mother load of tapes yet.
I wouldn't even want to know.
I know. Can you imagine finding that out later?
No.
Finding out that it's on video tape?
That's horrible.
That's the same, the Toy Box Killer. This is very
I was just gonna
reminiscent
say
of
that.
that. That happened to a couple of them that they didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Now, while undergoing psychiatric evaluation before her trial, Karla wrote this letter to her parents and her surviving sister, Lori, on April 13th, 1993.
Please don't read it in her voice because it makes me so angry.
I won't because it's slightly long and I can't do that breathy voice.
Yeah, it made me want to die earlier.
So this one says, Dear Mom, Dad, and Lori, this is the hardest letter I've ever had to write, and you'll probably all hate me once you've read it.
Who fucking who?
I've kept this inside myself for so long, and I just can't lie to you anymore. Both Paul and I are responsible for Tammy's death. Paul was, quote, in love with her and wanted to have sex with her. He wanted me to help him. He wanted to get sleeping pills from Mark to drug her with. He threatened me and physically and emotionally abused me when I refused. No words I can say can make you understand what he put me through. So stupidly, I agreed to do as he said. But something, maybe the combination of drugs and the food she ate that night, caused her to vomit. I tried hard to save her. I am so sorry. But no words I can say can bring her back. I have thought many times of killing myself, but I couldn't put you through the pain of losing another daughter and sister again. I don't blame you all if you hate me. I hate myself. I live with the pain of knowing I unintentionally killed my baby sister every day. I think that's the real reason I put up with Paul's abusive behavior. I felt I deserved it for allowing him to drug and rape my beautiful baby sister. I loved her so much and never wanted to do anything to hurt my Tamiskins. Please believe me. I would gladly give my life for hers. Nothing I can do or say can bring her back. I don't expect you to ever forgive me, for I will never forgive myself. Karla. XOXO.
Except remember that time when you're on film saying that you were super stoked that she died.
There's that whole thing. But when
There's
you read that, you're like,
whole
wow,
thing.
what a selfless angel she is to spare her family of the loss of her too.
Nah.
Because we wouldn't want her family to lose her.
Oh,
that's very sweet
how
of her.
sweet that
Very
she
selfless.
did that.
So beautiful.
No.
Karla.
Yeah,
really?
when you read
I
that
don't
part,
want
I
to put
got
you through
annoyed.
the loss of me. Really? And then
Also, they're
you're gone.
You're going to jail.
Well, and also
they are losing you. Does her family talk to her?
I don't know, actually. Also, when she's like, I'd gladly give my life for hers. Well, from what you're saying,
Cool, do it.
Paul was abusing you and hurting you, and you were scared, so you killed your sister instead. And it's so why didn't you just let him kill you?
Yeah, exactly.
If you would have given your life for hers, you had the
You
chance,
didn't, though.
and you just said that,
Right.
but you said you were too scared of him to do. What? Okay.
Yeah, you're dumb.
So that was beautiful. Now, the trial of Paul didn't begin until 2 years later, And this is when the tapes were finally discovered, a little before his trial. On May 6, 1993, Paul's lawyer retrieved 6 8mm tapes that had been hidden in their home. They were not turned over to police until September 22nd, 1994. So that is, his lawyer was the one who found them and kept them. The tape showed in graphic detail the rape of Tammy Homolka and the torture and rapes of Leslie Mahaffy and Kristen French. What's weird is Karla appeared to be real consenting and real psyched to be there.
In all of them.
She didn't seem frightened, forced, or abused at all in any of them. And by this time, the case was huge. It was like dominating the headlines. It was on all the news things across North America. News of these tapes immediately made people go flipping mad because the media was now accusing the prosecution of making the deal with the devil, because Karla only got a 12-year sentence for her role in these crimes, but she was exactly the same. I mean, she was literally an equal participant to Paul. So Paul was going to get this harsh sentence, which he should get, but she should have had the same sentence.
Why couldn't they go back, like, based on the new evidence?
Well, unfortunately, the Crown said it's obliged to stand by its agreement. Obligated to stand by its agreement. So they just said, this is the way we have to do it. We made an agreement with her. We can't go back on it.
Why?
It's just the law. They can't just, like, futz around with it. They have to go by it. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, I mean, she got, like, the deal of the century.
Literally.
Because she was like, oh, yeah, I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you everything. Just give me this reduced sentence. It's fine. I'll give you everything. I'll testify against him. It's fine. And they were like, cool, we'll do that. And then all of a sudden, this buttload of tapes that literally show her and him, they show them all the details that she was giving them.
Right.
Except the real details. They didn't need her at all. So it's like they literally,
like,
she got a free reduced sentence. She got a free one because they didn't need her at all. Now, let me see. Jury selection for Paul's trial began on May 1st, 1995, and the Crown opened its case on May 18th. The trial lasted 4 months. During the trial, Karla spent 17 court days in the witness box testifying against Paul. Paul was found guilty on all the charges against him, 2 counts each of first-degree murder, kidnapping, forcible confinement, and aggravated sexual assault, and 1 count of committing an indignity to a human body for Leslie's dismemberment.
Right.
He was sentenced to life in prison, which is about 20 years in Canada, I believe.
Okay.
But he was later declared a dangerous offender, which makes it pretty unlikely that he will ever get paroled.
Good.
Because once you get labeled that, it's like, forget it. They're not going to let you out.
Right.
And he's been denied parole every time. 5 years later, in the year 2000, both the Ontario Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court of Canada turned down his efforts to appeal his murder convictions. And in 2006, his lawyer said his client had confessed in 2005 to 10 additional sexual assaults.
Oh.
Since 2013, Paul has been making his home at the Millhaven Maximum Security Prison in Bath, Ontario.
Yay.
Hi, Paul. So, Karla served every day of her own prison sentence, 10 years, plus an additional 2 years for the involvement in the death of Tammy. Although she was, and this will make you rage.
A model prisoner.
No, she wasn't.
Oh.
Actually, she was never officially charged or convicted in the involvement of her sister's death.
Are you serious?
Never officially charged.
Why?
Isn't that insane? I don't know. She just never was.
That's unreal.
Initially, they put her in a rehab-oriented women's facility in Joliet, Quebec. Mm-hmm. And it was apparently a pretty nice facility that she was living it up in. But
wait, a rehab facility?
Like a rehab-oriented women's facility.
Interesting.
Now, then photos were leaked of her in this jail, and they were published in the media.
Yeah.
And it showed her, like, living this very nice, cushy lifestyle in there. And people went bonkers in Canada.
Like, what made it cushy?
She was literally like doing whatever. She was not in jail. Like, this was not a prison. It was literally like she had all these things. She had all this freedom. She just wasn't. She was clear. And in the pictures, she's clearly smiling, having a blast. Like,
You have to be fucking
totally
kidding
fine.
me. That happens in Canada jails.
Oh, yeah. But then under pressure, she was quickly moved to a decidedly less cushy facility, which was conjoined with a men's prison.
Oh.
Where she came into, so like, good on Canada for listening to people being like, what the fuck, and moving her. When she went to this new prison, she came in contact with an inmate named Jean-Paul, I think it's probably Gerbet, but it's
Okay.
Gerbet,
Gerbet,
one of those. Now, this guy was known in the media as, quote, another Paul Bernardo.
Oh, goody.
He was convicted of strangling his girlfriend, Kathy Corretta, in a jealous rage. Now, reportedly, this guy and Karla had a steamy affair in prison.
How does that even
exchanging
happen?
sexy notes, nude photos, and even her underwear.
How do you even take pictures of yourself in jail?
I have no idea.
Like, what?
But there was like one inmate that they talked to who said that like she saw them at like a prison fence, like, and she was giving him her underwear.
That's disgusting.
So they were like, clearly this woman has a huge problem because like she's in prison right now and she's involved with someone exactly like Paul Bernardo.
Right.
Like, she's got a problem. She's a sick person.
Yeah.
Now, when she applied for parole, her relationship with this guy was listed as one of the reasons that her request was denied.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, and they wrote in it, quote, you have secretly undertaken an emotional relationship with another inmate, and evidence gathered seems to indicate that this relationship rapidly became sexual, the panel stated.
Oy.
So they were like, you're a wreck. Like, get it together, Karla.
Yeah.
She was also denied parole with only less than a third of her sentence left because they deemed her to be, quote, too high risk to reoffend.
But
So she
how
had-
many months before she
She
got
had
let out?
less than a third of her sentence left, and they were like, no, we're not convinced that you won't reoffend. But
Oh
then
my
she was let
God.
out.
Yeah.
So it's like she's 100%, according to them, she's dangerous and will reoffend.
Right.
Now, she was released on July 4th, 2005. There was clearly a media frenzy. Camera crews were like staked out at the prison.
Yeah.
I mean, she was literally like the most hated woman in Canadian history. So now, right after she was released, she legally applied to change her name, but the request was denied.
Oh,
Which is
really?
awesome. Within a year, though, she married a guy named, I'm going to get this name is kind of strange to me, but Thierry, Thierry.
Yeah.
Thierry? I don't know.
Thierry, or
I
like-
think-
it might be-
it's
maybe
French, I
Tyree.
think. Tyree, maybe? Bordelis. He was a French-Canadian citizen who was also the brother of Karla's lawyer.
Oh, interesting.
She married the brother of her lawyer.
Weird.
Really fucked up. Now, people went crazy yet again when it was reported that less than 2 years after being released from prison, she gave birth to a baby boy.
Hate that.
This monster, who had taken part in the murder and rape of 3 children, now has children of her own.
Yeah, that's fucking gross.
Currently, she has 3 of them, which, ironically, one for each of the life that she took.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like, she has 1 child for each life that she extinguished. Isn't that insane?
I just can't even imagine the fact that she's a mother. Like, what?
Well, this to me shows what a piece of shit she really is, too. Because she chose to have kids knowing that these kids were going to be the ones to pay for her shit.
Right.
Like, she can pretend to be someone else and pretend to have a different name and all that shit.
But they can't pretend that's not their mom.
With people being a rapist and murderer's child. They're always going to have to deal with this. And if she was rehabilitated at all, then she would have forgone having kids and spared them of that.
100%.
She would have been like, you know what? It wouldn't be fair of me to bring kids into the world.
No, she was not rehabilitated.
But she doesn't give a shit. Now, she sometimes calls herself Emily Bordelis or Leanne Teal Bordelis. That's what she seems to be known mostly as. She still lives in Canada, namely Quebec. And it's said that Leanne Teal was the name she was going to use when her and Paul spoke about running away at one point and changing their identities. So it's in like a weird way, she's showing that she's still attached to him.
Yeah.
Like using that name.
That's psychotic.
She was actually volunteering at her kid's school for a spell. But since parents found out, they were like, yo, we don't feel super comfortable having a monster who raped and murdered young girls, including her own teenage sister, around our kids.
Yeah, no
The
thanks.
school quickly put a stop to it, and she was officially banned from volunteering at the school anymore. Like, I'm sorry, who the fuck does Karla Homolka think she is? Like, are you kidding me, you satanic hemorrhoid? She seriously thinks she has the right to be around other people's children? Like, you should have been sterilized yourself.
Yeah, she 100%. I wish that was a thing. That was, like, if somebody committed a crime that horrible, they should be sterilized.
Honestly, she really should be sterilized.
Especially if they got the deal of a century and we're going to be able to get let out. Like,
she got out
sorry,
no
our
time.
terms and conditions are that you can never have children.
Yeah, you shouldn't ever be able to bring another life into this world.
No.
Like, she is such an infuriating pubic lesion.
Sack of shit.
The poor families of Leslie and Kristen, like, they have to know that her rapey ass is hanging out around kids.
And,
like,
fucking her family.
Like, you get to live your life and be a PTA mom while they still mourn the children that she stole from them.
That's so
fucking
fucked up.
Ingrown toenail.
Let me tell you,
so much.
Those are horrific.
Yeah, and she is one. She is an ingrown toenail.
She's worse.
Luckily, Canada does things correctly, and they have been keeping tabs on her shit since she was released. So
what they be doing
now, she doesn't fart without a Facebook post being written about it and shared to keep everyone on the lookout. Like, good job, Canada. You guys rule. There's literally a Facebook group that's like watching Karla Homolka, and they like update it to be like, this is where she is now.
What do they do to her?
I mean, she gets harassed a lot, and she gets, which she should. And yeah. I mean, she's always getting hounded by people. But finally, if you're in need of some advice on taking care of your own children, Carly tends to frequent a parenting message board on babycenter.com. And if you've ever gone online and you've looked up a question, like for the parents out there that are like, if you've looked up like, hey, is my baby's poop supposed to look like that? A lot of the first things to come up will be these like forums where other parents answer questions.
Right.
One of them is, one very popular one is Baby Center. I've been on it. I have never written a question, but I've gone in there to look for answers to questions. And she posted on there under the name
Karla.
Yes. Under the name Love You Forever. To me, that's definitely to Paul.
Yup, 100%.
And she also, so she was, what she would do is she would answer questions and like involve herself in forum discussions and all that. And at one point, she got kind of snarky with someone who, I don't know the whole message because I only saw a screenshot, but someone had said like pregnancy, labor, and childbirth was like a life-threatening situation, which it is. Yeah. Technically. And Karla came back like super snarky and was like, oh, like basically like bullying this poor woman who said this. And being
Who's
like,
shocked, not me.
Yeah. And being like, are you fucking kidding me? Like blah, blah, blah. Like she was wicked nasty about it. So then all of a sudden under her reply, someone replies to her under the name Kristen French.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And this person wrote, yeah, a life-threatening condition or a life-threatening situation is when you rape and murder someone.
Oh my God.
And I was like, savage. Like that
literally
is
so savage.
The fact that someone is trolling her on Baby Center under the name Kristen French is amazing. And then also this person who made this profile had her, because in these like forums, if you make like an account, a lot of the times these women will put their due dates on their like little like signature thing. She put her due date as Kristen French's birthday.
Oh wow.
So she really like hammered it in. I'll see if I can find the screenshot and I'll post it on our Instagram because it's very interesting. Now also, and perhaps most satisfying in this frustrating case, because I know it's frustrating, Karla now has like full-blown like bulldog on a hot summer day neck jowls that no amount of nipping and tucking can fix.
Oh, does she
so
really?
Like gobble gobble bitch.
That's amazing. I didn't even look up what she looks like now.
If you get any profile of her, like anywhere she's turned to the side, you're like, yo, that's rough.
Yo.
Your life has definitely been worn on your face. And,
wow.
So yeah, that is the story.
She's so nasty.
Of Karla, Homolka, and Paul Bernardo.
It's a story that I just really, I'm stressed.
Just as a quick little last thing, a lot of people were commenting about the ridiculousness of how they claimed Tammy's chemical burn on her entire face was caused by a rug burn.
Yeah, that's just bananas.
And a lot of people were commenting on the picture being like, are you kidding me right now? Now, I saw an interview with Karla where she says that she thinks that the chemical burn was from the acidic aspects of Tammy's vomit, because she said that she never held the cloth on her face. Well,
what?
Right in the same interview, the police officer's like, yeah, except I watched the video.
And you did.
I watched you hold it to her face. So she literally lies outright. And then they're like,
That's
yeah,
unreal.
no. So she tried to lie about that too and be like, oh yeah, that wasn't a chemical burn. No way.
I hate her.
But it was. So yeah, so that is the case, the conclusion of Karla, Homolka, and Paul Bernardo.
I'm so glad that one's over.
What a fun ride that was. And by fun...
Say it again.
What a fun ride that was.
And by fun,
by fun, I mean nightmarish and horrific.
Yeah, that was
disturbing.
horrific. Well, if you want something less horrific and disturbing, you can go ahead and follow us on Instagram at
Morbid Podcast, but you'll probably see a lot of horrific and disturbing stuff there too.
But it will be joyous. You can follow us on Twitter at
A Morbid Podcast.
You can send us a Gmail.
morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
You can join our Facebook page. Morbid,
a true crime podcast, which, by the way, the Facebook page is super rad, and I've been going on there just to peek at everything that everybody's posting, and it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, if you're missing out on it, it really sucks.
It's a really fun place. It's a cool little community.
It is. You can also donate to our Patreon if you feel so inclined and you love us and you want us to appreciate you past 1,000 suns.
Patreon.com/morbidpodcast.
And you can go check out the lovely website that my lovely co-host so beautifully designed at
morbidpodcast.com, minus the yeah.
We hope you keep listening.
And we hope you keep it weird.
But not so weird that I'm not really for it, guys, today. Sorry. There's nothing funny about this one. There's nothing funny about any of them, but
this one in particular is just, there's not a lot of levity in it, except for Paul's hair,
but not so
Karla's
weird
jowls.
But not so weird that you have Paul's hair and Karla's jowls. But
bye.
Bye. Step.
Walmart shoppers, meet the debit card designed with you in mind. The Walmart Money Card offers up to $75 cash back on purchases at Walmart each year. Early direct deposit, overdraft protection, and so much more. When Walmart is your everyday store, you need a card to match. That's the Walmart Money Card. Open your account today. The Walmart Money Card is issued by Green Dot Bank, member FDIC. Fees, terms, and conditions apply. Visit walmartmoneycard.com to learn more.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
We don't just alert, we stop crime before it starts. Simply Safe, plan starting around $1 a day. Save 50% on your new system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/SXM or with promo code SXM.
Outdoor deterrence requires a Simply Safe Active Guard outdoor protection plan starting at $49.99 a month. Visit simplysafe.com/licenses for alarm license information. Tennessee 2012.